Welcome everybody to the video and welcome to Goodwill. Here we are at a smaller Goodwill. It's not the not the bigger ones, but this is the one that that we visit frequently. And me and my wife usually come together to this one here, and we'll usually come after work. Sometimes on the weekends we'll come in the mornings, but we found that whether you come in the mornings or the evenings here, you could still find good stuff to resell, or you could still strike out completely. So it doesn't matter, mornings or evenings or middle of the day. Our luck is about the same at this Goodwill. Kind of checking out those A6. I didn't really think they'd be worth too much. And some Jordans. They look older though. They look pretty old, but you know, they had them priced too high, so I'm gonna pass on those. But kind of make our way through here. A couple of people still scanning the shoes. These are some Vans. They're the I think they're a part of their California collection. They have the California Bear on it. But those aren't, those, I think they only go for like 30 bucks or so, and I think they were priced at 22, I believe. Okay, we're gonna move on to the hard goods section. Just the shoes caught my eye really quick right off the bat. Don't sleep on these Target items. I don't know if your guys' Goodwills and that, where you guys are at, if they get, items from stores like Target or Walmart, but our Goodwills here, they get stuff from Target, usually stuff that's clearanced out, or sometimes they'll have like like there's damage or something, but not really. Maybe there might be like a tear in the box, and then it comes to Goodwill, and it's pretty pretty deeply discounted. But even then, between different Goodwills, the prices will vary quite a bit. So I do pick up Target stuff. This Goodwill tends to price them up a little bit, like those Lego sets right there. But generally, you could make some good money on those, and they're brand new. You could sell them brand new, maybe brand new other, and they do really well for me. So I am taking, just taking a look here at the glass, seeing what else is in here. There's anything else of interest? Because I am seeing those Lego sets, but the Lego City's not incredibly popular. And I mean, it is popular, don't get me wrong. The Legos are popular, but the city sets don't go for as much as like the Star Wars ones or the Marvel sets. So I'll tend to pass those over. And they had them priced fairly high here at this one, so I am not going to pick those up. Matter of fact, I just sold from another Goodwill. I had these these Ninjago Lego sets. Brand new in the box. They were larger. And I forgot how much I paid for them. I think like $11 or $16. I forgot. But all four of them just recently sold in pretty rapidly too. They sold for 40 bucks each, so that was nice. Nice profit on those. There's some wheel locks. Sometimes wheel locks can go for good money, especially the keys too, because people, if they lose their key, they're gonna need to find a key for it. But this has the actual lugs and the keys, so I'm thinking it might be a good deal. And we're checking out comps right now. As you can see, some of them are just selling the keys for like $39.99. Probably. So I'm guessing the set is probably going to be around $30 to $40. So not bad for it just sitting there on the shelf. And if I'm not mistaken, I think I've seen that in the glass before. So occasionally, if things don't sell in the glass, they'll bring it out here. Although I remember it having a higher price than what it was priced at. So They do change their prices, you know, if they aren't selling that quickly in the glass. On the floor, I don't really think they change their prices too much. They might just, if it's not selling, they might just clear it from the shelf and send it to the bins. But this electronics section, other than those, you know, well, those wheel locks aren't, you know, electronics. The electronics section is looking pretty bare. I mean, it's full of stuff. It's just nothing that's worth reselling. And, you know, electronics are something I do like to resell and I do look out for. And the fact that, you know, I haven't been able to find anything really good. It's been mostly golf clubs that have been done really well on these trips here. So we're scanning their small little sporting goods section here. Well, I'm still looking at this. Still looking at the edge here of these electronics, and not very good. I did find an XFL football here, full-size XFL football, which I sold for $80. I'm gonna take this this Portugal ball here. I'm gonna take a look at it later. I'm not gonna end up taking it after all, but some soccer balls do pretty well. I'm not really. You'd have to look them up. I'm not really that well versed in soccer balls. But either way, I was thinking maybe I'd pick it up for my son. He's big into soccer. So I was going to hold on to it in the cart, but I'm ultimately going to put it back. He has a bunch of soccer balls, and it's not. I don't think it was really worth too much. There's another section I neglect is the like linens and pillows. Not that I haven't purchased anything from there before. I just don't find it very exciting. I just don't. I don't really. I like. I don't like sourcing it, but I have bought and sold pillows and blankets. Recently, we sold this vintage Winnie the Pooh like throw blanket, and that turned out to be pretty good. It was like $60. So if it's something you like, by all means jump into it. I just, you know, I'll go through it, but it's a last resort. It's like kind of like clothes. It's a last resort section for me if I can't really find anything else. So check out their little baggies here. I've been seeing a lot of people with baggy walls at their Goodwill. I know our Savers has a baggy wall, but man, I kind of wish they had a baggy wall here, because all that stuff is just shoved in there, and you got to be careful. Let me tell you, you have to be careful with those baggies and stuff that are just shoved into a shelf, because they're stapled together. And I have on multiple occasions going through it, got stuck with a staple. Like, oh, it's so annoying. So, be careful. You don't want to get stuck with a staple and have to get a tetanus shot. Here we are on their end caps. They're color coordinated end caps. Straight ahead we have the orange, the green over to the left, although I'm not really seeing anything on these end caps. Over here to the left is their miscellaneous pottery and glass that doesn't find its way to an end cap. It's like a weird, like, it's kind of like a satin glass casserole dish. It's kind of strange, but nah, just looking at it. You know, you get to the point where you just look at stuff and you just already know that is not gonna resell. I mean, everything has a price. Everything, you know, anything that you can, a lot of stuff, if you buy it for the right price, can be resold for a profit. There's a lot of stuff, but it's got to be the right price. But there's also a lot of junk out there, so Be cautious. Look stuff up. Check your comps. I don't know if I mentioned that in the last video or the previous video, but check your comps. If ever you're not sure, or maybe you haven't picked up something in a while, maybe you haven't, you know, there's something you've come across that you haven't either resold or you haven't looked at before. You never know. Things can change. Trends can change, and popularity can, certain items can change. So it's good to constantly, you know, but it's good to check comps from time to time, just to if you're like, you know, if you're a reseller and you know what you're doing, and you know you're well versed in your, you know, categories, then maybe you keep up with the trends. But someone like me who kind of sells in different categories, you know, I do like to check comps. You'll see me here in these videos check comps pretty much most of the time here, and that's more just for educational purposes. But when I'm out and about, if I'm not when I'm not filming and sourcing, you know, I'll be pulling items that I already know that can resell in my store, that resell well, and it's just based off knowledge. I wouldn't recommend going off like a gut feeling on items. I'd recommend going off your knowledge of what you resold, because you know, your gut can steer you wrong. And maybe the market for some item is flooded with, like, kind of like I talk about Sensi a lot, because I see it a lot. You know, that market got flooded, and those items, yeah, all tank. So they're not, you know, they don't have the resale value that they used to have. So, but that can change. I mean, come next year, maybe all of a sudden the Sensi market's blowing up, and you know, you never know. So it's good to, yes, go off the knowledge that you have from what you've resold and you know, whatever platform you resell on. But it's good to occasionally check comps on items just to see what, you know, what's trending, if it's still trending, if it's still going for this price. Because there's a lot of resellers out there right now, and maybe they might be jumping on the bandwagon of something and start driving prices down. So be cautious out there. Check your comps. And it's so easy nowadays. I mean, you see, internet's, you know, we're connected, you know, pretty much throughout the city. I think you've seen in my video, there's one Goodwill that there's just internet connection is just bad. But most places, you know, you can look stuff up. So not like back in the day. Not like back in the day before the eBay app. Back in the day when it was just, you just had to know what you were doing. And back then, I you know, I would sell like collectibles, and I would make deals over like Craigslist. Or Craigslist was the big one back then. Craigslist before Marketplace. I picked up this vase that turns out to be an IKEA vase, but it's not real. It's kind of cool. It's got like this cloudy green look to it. Ultimately, I'm not gonna pick that up, but it's a cool vase, cool glass vase. Not the best quality, but definitely nice piece. And the fact that it comes from IKEA gives it a little bit of premium, but it's just not reselling that well. So, or I should say, what I'm going to pay for it and the profit I could potentially make isn't good. But like I was saying, like back in the day, it's just it was more, you know, you were more niche down back in the day because you couldn't research. There was no research. And I would do, like I said, I could do a lot of I do a lot of deals through Craigslist. That was the big one back then. There really wasn't much Facebook Marketplace. There was no OfferUp that I don't even know when OfferUp came about. But I would usually make deals through Craigslist, and big bulk deals, huge deals. Get the items, start selling them off. Usually sticking to toys, cards, collectibles. So, but that was back in the day. Now we have the eBay app to save us all. I know there's been a lot of issues that people have been talking about with eBay, and trust me, it's a lot better than what it used to be. Okay, everything's been improving, and sometimes you got to work through the growing pains to get to a better place. And it's true for everything, including reselling or including selling on eBay or whatever platform you sell on. To get to that better place, sometimes there's some, you got to go through some glitches or bugs, and I live here in San Jose, Silicon Valley, so and I've worked in I've worked in IT, and I know a lot about technology and technology companies around here. Quite familiar with them, and glitches, bugs. It's part of the game. It just is. Nothing's ever 100% right out of the gates. So, with that being said, continue to be consistent. Keep sourcing. Like this green ugly purse, which happens to be I checked with my wife on this one, and I did check the comps on it, and it's a pretty high-end brand name. I don't know. I was going back and forth on it. Should I pick it up? The comps were kind of all over the place on it. I wasn't 100% sure on the name, on the look of it. Donald Pliner. I think the shoes sell better than the actual purses. I don't know. Let me know in the comments. I don't pick this up, but not to spoil the end or anything, but I don't pick it up. Let me know. Would you guys have picked this up? You see the comps on the screen now. You see what I'm looking at. This isn't the exact style, but you're getting a good idea of the purses from this brand, from this designer. And I think it was like $7.59. So it wasn't that bad as far. And you see kind of what's listed right now. Do I get I don't really get the price in the frame, I don't think. I think it wasn't crazy. It wasn't like $20 for that purse. So I'm tossing around the idea if I should get it or not. You let me know in the comments. Should I have picked up that purse? And if I go back to this Goodwill and it's still there, should I buy it? I don't know. It's got that there's that new key. What's that? Whatever you call it. Here's the vase right here too. Yeah. Technically, the last comp was $4. Oh my goodness. Oh, there's some other ones there. I mean, some overseas ones. You'll see a lot of overseas stuff with IKEA. But that purse has a very... I'm going to use a hype word? Not a hype word, but a very popular word right now when describing like certain art styles. It's a very brutalist looking purse. Have you heard that? Have you heard people using the word brutalist? I've only started hearing it over since this last year. I'm gonna go check out the actual purse section now. Although I'm extremely picky with purses. Although I just got some other purses in, which I'm gonna be going through, and yeah, I still got some purses in. But I'm still not buying that many purses. But if the profit's there, the profit's there. I'll make room in my storage. You guys heard me. You heard me already say my storage, when it comes to purses, is full right now. I need them to sell. As a matter of fact, I just sold a purse today, so that's got to go out tomorrow. This is a little. This is by. This is a Buxton, and you've seen me pick up Buxton. This looks like an older one. Kind of cool. I mean, it's a little like a, almost like a camera bag, maybe a cell phone bag. Check on that one. I think it was a Nicole Miller. Nothing really there. You know what? I shouldn't even be looking at purses because I gotta sell what I got, and I just got some more in. Try to get a list and get those out the door. Hopefully, actually, I sold 2 purses. Actually, as a matter of fact, I sold 2 purses already, so a little bit of room is opening up. As a matter of fact, the storage for my mugs is really starting to open up now. A lot of mugs are starting to move, so that's good. But I'm only going to fill it with good quality mugs. Okay, we're moving on. We're going to go check out... What are we going to check out here? I think I was going to go check out the hats. I do like to look at hats. So a lot of colorful shoes here today. But nothing worth picking up when it comes to shoes. And the shoes here are priced up at this Goodwill. But the funny thing is, you go a little bit further down the road to the next Goodwill, and the prices are maybe like $5 cheaper. I don't know. There's no consistency. I guess the store just... You got to be consistent as an eBay seller, but Goodwill does not have to be consistent. But every you learn the patterns of the Goodwills and what Goodwill is good. You go to this Goodwill for clothing. You go to this Goodwill for shoes. You go to this Goodwill for electronics. Every Goodwill has their strong points. So it helps to have multiple thrift stores, not just Goodwills, thrift stores in your area. If that's what you like doing, is thrifting for sourcing, thrift stores for sourcing your items for Goodwill. Then if you have a flea markets are great too. However, overall, I think I've said this before. Overall, the best price, where you get the best prices, are at garage sales. Estate sales in my area, they're horrible. Don't like them. Never really go to them. The pricing there is just outrageous at the estate sales in my area. I never find any of these estate sales that I watch people go to where the prices are just insane and insanely low, and the items are like vintage 80s toys, G.I. Joes, Star Wars stuff. I'm like, what the heck? Where's that in my area? It's not. It doesn't exist. So I avoid estate sales like the plague. Sparkly Starbucks mugs. Some of these mugs or tumblers, they do well. They're not all created equal, just like the mugs. As a matter of fact, I just heard of a great Starbucks mug, a huge Starbucks bolo. Last sold comp was $500. That's the Starbucks Tokyo mug. There's a very specific one. Look at the solds on eBay for Starbucks Tokyo mug. Crazy if you find it. The last great Starbucks mug I sold was a Moscow mug. That one sold for $80. So if you do find the Moscow Starbucks mug, $80. It was a great sale. I think it was from 2012, if I remember correctly. Here we are in the wood. But really, I'm here to look at the Christmas stuff. As a matter of fact, I'm kind of sad because I missed out on the Hallmark ornaments, the Disney ones. We went to the mall this past weekend, and they were gone, sold out. The Electric Parade and the Haunted Mansion ones, gone, sold out already. Okay, back to the shelves. We have IKEA candles, which my wife didn't like these. She said they were ugly, too plain, but they are IKEA. They kind of have that holiday, kind of that, it's not like, it's like that scent that's kind of, that pumpkin-y fall type of scent. That's kind of what the way I describe it is the scent that's in between Halloween and Thanksgiving. It's kind of like that fall, you still kind of, a little hungover from Halloween, but you're waiting to get to that Thanksgiving Day feast. You know, you're waiting for that to come up. That's what these candles remind me of. That's a pretty in-depth description of the scent. But either way, if they don't sell, I'm burning them. They were like $2 a piece, so I think they should resell for about $15 a candle. Especially with the end of the year coming and holidays, pumpkin, everybody loves pumpkins. It's got just that classic pumpkin holiday smell. Let's see what else. There's a bin over there, and it's kind of cool because this Goodwill, not all the time. I guess it just depends on staffing. They tend to restock in the evenings because this is close to closing time. This is about 2 hours before they close, so they're still stocking shelves. Yeah, that one's empty essentially. What else? What else? I don't think I walked down the clear glass this time, but don't back up too far. Don't know what that guy got. That guy got all kinds of stuff in his cart. We're gonna come back and investigate this little baggy area. Just make sure I didn't look over anything. She is stocking shelves, so there could be something that they put on the shelves that you might have not seen before. It happens all the time. This is like a... When I saw the word orthopedic, I was like, nah, I don't do anything. I don't do any medical stuff. I don't do any anything that's edible. I don't even think I may have done like a makeup thing or two in the past, but I really don't deal in makeup. I have sold perfume and cologne that's brand new. I don't mess with anything that's been used already. And I think in the when you go to create your listing, you can't even select user, and it's just new. So be careful, be cautious. I don't like any of those things. So wherever I saw the word orthopedic, I'm putting it right back. I always see like those blood pressure, those home blood pressure kits. You can take your own blood pressure. I don't even mess with those. The only thing I do mess with, but I don't sell it online, is the CPAP machines. If they're in good condition or pretty much in new condition, I will resell those, but I will resell them locally. I won't put them online at all. Not even the parts. I think sometimes some people have success selling the parts, but I won't even mess with the parts. I don't deal with any of that. You guys run your stores how you want to run it. I'm just giving you guys the advice that I follow. So, and everybody's different. Everybody's going to run their store differently. Everybody's going to have success in the way they know how to have success. So I'm just hoping I can help you guys out along the way. Another IKEA product, that is a baby, like the seat liner for their for IKEA's high chairs, which actually it's not going to be a big profit item, but if I remember correctly, the one I looked up had like a lot of watchers on it, and there were some sold. Pretty sure there were some sold, but there were a lot of watchers on it. Okay, so I had already met up with my wife. We exchanged items from the cart. There's stuff that I'm gonna take back. I can't stress how helpful it is to have a second pair of eyes in your sourcing adventures, because there's stuff that you may see, there's stuff that the other person may see, stuff that you know, stuff the other person knows. Help is always welcomed, because we don't know it all. We don't know it all. So if you think you know it all, please change that mindset, because you don't. Nobody knows it all. And having a second person to help is always welcome with me, whether they enjoy my company or not. There's that brutalist purse. I'm gonna go take that back. My wife said no to it, and I was on the fence about it, so I was like, I don't know. Plus, I don't really have this purse storage to handle it, I mean, I can always take care of it, but I'm not gonna deal with it. We're gonna take that back. But that is it. Is she racing me? Racing me to the end of this segment, because we are going to go over to the recap. And welcome to the recap. Here we go. You see some items here that you didn't see me pick up, because my wife was out there and she picked up some stuff. The plant isn't to resell. The Star Wars, who is this, Wicket? Ewok plush. This is probably going to be a keep. Got a little stain right there, just noticed. But Disney plush, kind of, I don't know, I'm a sucker for Star Wars stuff. But it was only $8.59, so that might be a keeper. Brand new with tags, too, by the way. But this other stuff we're definitely going to be reselling. You saw me get the IKEA candles here. And just based on the candles I've sold, I'm guessing these are probably, because I can't find any comps on these. So I'm guessing they're going to be about somewhere between $15 to $20 a piece. So it'll fall somewhere in that range. I might price them at $20 and open offers and see what happens. But nice, that scent. I described that scent for you. I don't know if I can repeat the words I used, but some cool candles, and they were $3, and or were they $3.69 each on those candles? I'm not sure what I said in the video, but there's the actual price. So just kind of plain, candles, and that's IKEA for you. And if that's what you're into, like a minimalistic type of design, there you go. Really cool. Scented candles. It's cool. It's a cool scent. It's just a clear jar, so nothing fancy or necessarily cool about that, unless you're into minimalistic type of design. And this is for the house. So we have some planters with plants that we just can't seem to keep alive for some reason, where they're stationed. So we're going to slowly replace them with. It's just that one area. It's kind of odd. They just nothing survives there in that area of our house. I don't know what it is. But we're going to replace them with just some fake plants, and this is going to go there. So I don't know, where this is from. Maybe Target, maybe Hobby Lobby or something. But $6.09, in store. Who knows? This would have been maybe $10, $15, $19.99 maybe. So we saved quite a bit of money just shopping at Goodwill for ourselves, for our own home decor. This here is a mug, and I think I was talking about my mug storage opening up a little bit, but this is an Anthropologie mug. A design I haven't seen in Anthropologie mugs myself out in Goodwills or where we go thrifting. Nice unicorn mug, but this goes for $25 to $30, so I'll take that for a $3.39 investment. So Anthropologie. Keep your eye out for those and look them up. Just make sure you look them up. And depending on what price you get them at, you find them at garage sales for like $1, because mugs typically are about $1 at garage sales from what I know. That's a great price for like Anthropologie stuff. So mugs. Then we have the wheel locks. These were $10.09. There's the actual price tag there. So it has the actual key there. It has the wheel, the actual locks. So this should probably be about a $30, maybe $40 piece. I'm gonna definitely make sure that lock actually fits those, and just because it looks like it's already been used, or maybe this was previously used and they bought this set, and I don't know. Because these ones look newer, and that looks used. So I'm definitely going to double check that before I actually list it. But $30, $40 right there on these wheel locks. And then this is the liner for your high chair. And probably about a $14 to $15 one. There was I think it was $14.99 sale of this just recently. And there's one listed for, I think it's $13.49, but it has like 6 watchers on it. So I'm hoping I can swoop in and grab a buyer. I'm going to price it at $15 though. I'm going to price it at $15. This will be pretty easy to ship, and it'll be pretty inexpensive to ship as well too. And I'm hoping with my eBay clout, with my, with my better, with my reviews and everything, that this will hopefully sell well above the one that's listed for like $13.50. I hope. And then my wife grabbed this bag, and she grabbed this bag because of the miniatures. She buys all kinds of miniatures. She loves the miniatures, dollhouse stuff, the little figurines. So we have a whole bunch of those. There's like a little fleck of something that keeps popping around here. Let's see. Let's open this up really quick. Get my, here we go. What is that thing? Like a little fluff. Okay, let's open this up here. Let's see what's inside this baggie. Sometimes these baggies can be really great. Sometimes they're duds. $4.39, so not bad. And so far we have some plastic spoons and forks. We have a little tiny spatula. Looks like the end of a spear or something. That's kind of odd. Alright, these are one of those massaging, you put your hand in there, and then, actually that might come in handy. Doesn't look like it's really been used, but that might come in handy. We'll see about that. I have a spray. This is going to get thrown out. Yeah, it's just a sort of a lavender sanitizing spray. Just, that's nothing. A little wooden frog. Well, I tell you, it was $4.49. I don't know. Maybe that's worth something. A little wooden frog. It might be ironwood. Okay. Point markers, little cats. This one's obviously been used up, but it looks like the other ones are still there. Maybe my daughter will like that. We got some sanitizer that's not expired, so that's good. I prefer that one over the lavender. Tiny little vase with a little miniature in there. Okay. I might have to look up that name. Probably not worth anything, actually. But I'll still look up the name, but it's probably not worth anything. But the miniatures, there's like a little gift card here. Where's this already been? No. GameStop. It's trash, probably. Okay, but, whoa, little miniatures here. Whole bag of little miniatures. Little cups. It looks like a whole, placeware. Well, a little dish. Just a bunch of, what's the bag say? Just a warning about the plastic bag, so I don't know, just a little miniature dollhouse dining set. Let's see. I mean, we might have like $20 here in just miniatures. That's still sealed in there. It has a barcode, so not made in China. I mean, it looks like China. Oh wow, that's for a toilet. This might actually be like a bathroom, miniature set. This is probably like a wash bowl. It probably holds your water, clean your toilet bowl. That might be like a lotion, or there's little bar soaps. Oh, that's kind of cool. All right, so about $20 or so. Not too bad. But that's gonna be the end of the video. That's the stuff we got. Nothing crazy. Hopefully you guys learned a little bit of something. And catch you guys in the next video. I appreciate. I'll say that at the end. Because I want to say I appreciate the new subscribers. Appreciate the thumbs up, the comments. Thank you guys for watching. I am hoping that you guys are entertained and or learning something. Let me know if you have any questions. If you have any, if you see anything on the shelves that I'm not seeing, that I'm missing, let me know. And I can definitely, if there's something, like that purse that we saw today, if that's something that you would be interested in, that's something that you would pick up, you saw some of the comps on that brand name, if you're familiar with that purse, should I have picked it up? Would you guys have picked it up? Let me know down in the comments down below. Otherwise, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Appreciate a thumbs up.